He's saying that in his interviews the last 10 years they've been in each semi-final, that semi-finals are there to be won, nothing else, and I think that's the way we're approaching this game.
Tip have reached this stage by coming the direct route, winning the Munster Championship, having found success through the qualifier.
There's a different approach to it, mindsets will be definitely different, and it does bring an edge to the team as well. So, you know, there's a sickening feeling when you lose a knockout game, and when you win it's an ecstatic feeling.
We're at the business end of the championship now, and we know there's no back door from here on in, so we know that if we play as well as we can on the day, we'll give a good account of ourselves. You know, Dublin have prepared very, very well. They're league champions. They're going to be coming into the game with a lot of confidence, having beaten Tip in the last two competitive outings.
Just looking at your performances up to now, how much more room for improvement is there from Tipperary?
I think we have lots of room for improvement in all the from all the games we've played so far, even the Munster final. You know, I think we give away far too many frees. You know, you get punished at this level if you do that. You know, if your discipline isn't up to standard. You know, and I think we've had plenty to work on since the Munster final.
You've had that bit of a break since the Munster final, whereas Dublin have had the game more recently. Does that matter? Does it have any effect, or is it something that you'd be worried or concerned about?
I think it's been a very positive thing from a Tipperary point of view that we've had a break after the Munster final. The guys have had a couple of down days there, and you know, we've been able to refocus since, and we've been able to steadily progress in our preparation for the semi-final, and you know, everything has gone well for us in our training and that. So, you know, we have a lot to look forward to. You know, our job is to turn up and play as well as we can on the day against Dublin, and if we're good enough to win on the day, well, so be it.
We'd have the belief that if we perform on the day and play to our best, that we can come out on top. That's the big question for both teams, who gets in the best performance on the day.
He proved so effective against Limerick.
Will it be at all strange for you if you were to beat Tipperary in a Ireland semi-final as a Tipperary man, to be on a Dublin team to do it?
It would be a strange feeling, alright. Yeah, it would be very strange, but look, like I said, I'm a Dublin player now, and I'm going to give it all with Dublin, no matter who's in front of us, whether it's Tip or Cork or Kilkenny. I'm going to go through it 100%. Now, hopefully we win, but hopefully there'll be either way there'll be no enemies at the end of the day. All every hurler wants is that Celtic cross, and hopefully 4th of September we'll be getting one. But we'll take it over Tip first, and that's a big hurdle.
The person that gets the most slagging in the Tipperary dressing room would probably be... That's a tough one. I'd say Shane McGrath, just for his antics and general misbehaviour. The best singer would be Pat Kerwick, Festy Kerwick. Best dancer would be Boogie O'Mara, again. For a big man now, he's got some serious moves. If I could sign someone, I suppose, at the moment, sign Ryan O'Dwyer back. No, I'd say, sure, I suppose, Joe Canning would be the obvious one. Dream date would be, I'd say, Nicole Scherzinger. Best nickname, Noel McGrath, Harvey, or Harvester. Declan Ryan's pet would definitely be John O'Keefe, his own clubman.
And since 1948, Anthony Daly and his team will do everything they can to keep their dream alive.
Any neutrals out there will be giving us absolutely no chance, so there's a bit of freedom in that for us as well, and I suppose it's not an easy one for the Tip lads to get their head around, but you know, they looked absolutely awesome the last day, to be honest. Down in Cork, it was just as near to a flawless display as you'll ever see, especially from a forward line, and the backs were, you know, not quite, you know, maybe they weren't tested quite as much, but they looked awesome as well on the day. They gave nothing away, and all round it was as close to a perfect team performance as you'd get. We all know in sport, I suppose, that, you know, they don't always follow on from each other, those flawless performances, so that's what we're hoping for, is that you know, they'll hit a day that they're not, you know, flying it, and we'll hit a day that everything goes our way.
If you don't believe you're going to win, you're going to get massacred really, aren't you? The game's over, you might as well not turn out. So, no, we think we can win. I mean, certainly if we play to our potential, which we probably haven't all year. I mean, we've been grinding out wins through more hard work and determination really than anything else. So hopefully maybe if things bounce right for us on the day, you know, we'd be hoping to win. But sure, you know, they're a phenomenal team. Probably, you know, it's the best forward line, you know, I've seen probably ever. Like, so, and we know it's a massive task.
one or two people said to me straight after the Limerick match, congrats, but there's a poison chalice, like, you know, and I'd say complete and utter rubbish like that, you know. We absolutely, we're going to get as far as we can get in this year.
There isn't any individual players you could say, you know, stop him and you know, you're giving yourself a chance. You're cutting off maybe their best scorer or, you know, their best defender and stuff like that. Sure, they've 6 forwards, you know, on their day, and you wouldn't could tear you apart like individually.
I think, you know, there was a feeling after the Leinster final that we did not do ourselves justice on the day. We spoke about it afterwards, and some lads felt that the occasion got to them, and, you know, you just can't let that happen on this occasion. We have to go and play with absolute abandon and freedom and go for every ball like our lives depended on it, and see where that takes us.
70 minutes from an All-Ireland hurling final. If you don't give it all in this game, you never will you?
That's it, yeah. I mean, that's you know, that's our aspiration. Come off the pitch at least with no regrets. Like, if you come off having given it everything, you know, and even if we do lose, you know, we still hold our heads high and say, ah, sure.